Craziest things men feel when a girl ghosts you is like, damn, like I feel like crap.
Because what happens is that when a guy gets pissed off at the fact that you're not chasing him, that you're not being needy anymore, he'll feel fury.
What is he thinking when you won't chase him? Let's get into the video.
Your avoidant ex won't forget you because you went no contact. In fact, that is when he begins to...
Let me tell you what happens when you ignore a man. Number one, his ego gets triggered. At first, he will act like he doesn't care. But trust me.
You want to know what really bothers men? When the women we care about or dealing with decide to ignore us.
What happens to a man when you stop chasing him?
Craziest things men feel when a girl ghosts you is like, damn, like I feel like crap. Like I'm not even good enough. You don't even have the courtesy enough or the courage enough to just tell me, you know what? I don't want to fuck with you no more. But instead, you want to leave me with no closure, having me question my whole self-worth. But instead, you want to make me feel like shit because of your own fears and insecurities. Like, damn, there's really somebody else out there way better than me. Like, I'm not even that good enough. And then at the same time, a lot of women want to sit here cry and complain about men ghosting them. You got to make it make sense. The math ain't mathing, man. Like, if you are not mature or courageous enough to be able to tell a guy simply, I don't want to mess with you no more, then you shouldn't be dating at all. Because what you don't know is that most men actually will respect that.
Hello guys, welcome back. If you are seeing us for the first time, kindly hit on the red subscribe button. So guys, in this video we're going to be looking at some of the things, some of how men feel when you don't try to keep them anymore. Like, if you're the type of person, I mean, you're the type of lady that always apologize in your relationship. You are the type of a lady that always try to make peace in your relationship. You do everything possible to make sure that that relationship work. And now it's obvious that your man have leveraged on the opportunity. He always wait for you. Even when you guys have disagreement, he will always wait for you to come and do what he known you to always be doing. And when you decide that you are no longer doing it anymore, guys, now man is out now letting us know what and how they feel if you stop trying to keep him as you normally does. So guys, let's dive in.
Because what happens is that when a guy gets pissed off at the fact that you're not chasing him, that you're not being needy anymore, he'll feel fury, anger, jealousy. And this is a very sad cycle for this guy. What do I mean? Well, what will happen is that he'll realize that no matter what happens, he will never truly appreciate a woman. Because as soon as the woman shows interest and shows adoration and wanting something more, he'll take advantage of her. He'll feel like he's getting a little suffocated, but he'll like the power he has over her, and he'll confuse that as attraction. But as soon as all of a sudden, as soon as you pull away, as soon as he starts to take you for granted and you start to react to that by pulling away, he'll realize, oh my God, like I like her now. Maybe you react to that by showing interest, and then all of a sudden he'll get turned off by you. It's a very confusing feeling. And it's actually a realization that hits them at their core. They feel scared because they're like, what the fuck? Like, when I like them and they don't like me back, I like them. As soon as she opens up to me, I pull away. They start to realize that they may have a problem. Right?
What happens to a man when you stop chasing him? The moment you stop chasing him, something interesting happens. He finally has to face silence, and silence removes his favorite drug, your attention. When you chase, he relaxes. He knows you're there. He delays, disappears, half shows up, and because there's no consequence. But when you stop, his ego panics, not because he suddenly realized you're the one, but because control just slipped out of his hands. Here's the truth. Men don't miss effort, they miss access. And when access is gone, confusion kicks in. Some step up, most test the door. Texts like, hey, and how are you, appear right on schedule.
What is he thinking when you won't chase him? Listen, a lot of men, when dating, will use methods or ways to get girls to chase them, or they're just not that interested in you, and a lot of girls will end up chasing them anyways, right? But look, let me say this real quick. Let's say the first situation. Let's say you can tell, like let's be honest, like as men and even as a woman, you can tell when somebody's trying to get you to chase them. You know what I mean? You could tell what they're doing. Either like they came on very hot and now they're slowly pulling away, Or they could not be interested in you, and you feel like you want to chase someone else. But look, if it is a guy who is interested in you, and clearly, you know, maybe you've already done chased him, or you can tell that he wants you to chase him, because obviously we're in a new generation now. Like, a lot of women chase men now, right? And a lot of men want women to chase them, or try to get women to chase them, right? It's just the reality. You can have your own opinions about it. It is what it is. What a lot of men are thinking when you won't chase him is she interested in me? Does she even really like me? Is there somebody else? Why isn't she chasing me? And you could sit here and say to yourself, well, that's what I want him to be thinking, which is good. And I would say this, you know, of course, when you're chasing somebody, their ego is fueled. So when you're not doing that, it's kind of like you're crushing their ego, which is very important, right? Because then it might get them to chase you. And it's that curiosity, it's that mystery, it's that respect, you know. And at the end of the day, I think that, like, as a man, if I'm single and there's a girl that I'm really interested in, I'm not going to chase her. But if she's not chasing me either, I'm not complaining. You know, I don't expect a woman to chase me. I expect a woman to give me what I'm giving. You know, if I'm giving low energy, I expect her to give me low energy. I expect a woman to give what I'm giving. You know, I don't expect a woman to follow me around the earth. I don't expect a woman to chase me. I expect her to give me what I give her. And if I'm not giving her enough, and she's doing the same, then I can't complain about that. So if a girl was to start chasing me, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say that it doesn't feel good. It's kind of like an extra, you know, solidifier or certainty. Like, oh yeah, she's definitely interested in me. But it also doesn't make me think that she's not interested in me personally, because I'm more secure with myself. If she doesn't chase me, but a lot of men will feel that way. They will feel like maybe she's not interested in me. But you also have to take into account a lot of men. I'm not like most men, so let me just say that a lot of men love control. They have big egos, and when you don't chase them, you're fucking with that, right? And they could get very upset. They might chase you. They might try to do more petty things. And I would always say to a woman, don't chase a man, especially if you could tell that he loves it, he feels in it, he loves control. You know, the best way to get a guy who loves control to get control over him is to never let him get control over you, is to be rebellious. Yeah, that's what I tell all you women. If you could tell this motherfucker loves to try to control everything you're doing, never listen to him. Listening to him is not going to make him like you more. Listening to him is not going to make him want you more. It's going to make him want you less, right? You're just another one. Don't be another one. Be different. Be free, right? Like, that is attractive to me as a man, right? I don't expect a woman to let me control her all around. I expect her to be her own woman. I respect that. You know, I admire that. A strong woman is very, very attractive. I admire everything about that. And I think that as a woman, you should be able to stand your ground and never let a man dick you around, right? I think that is pathetic, and it's very unattractive. And I see it happen all the time. You know, women literally throwing out their own self-love and integrity for a guy. That is pathetic, and it's gross. So do better. All right, hold this up, chill out.
You want to know what really bothers men? When the women we care about or dealing with decide to ignore us. See, usually we know what's going on in your life because you over communicate, or you communicate in general. You let us know where you're going, where you've been, who you talk to, what's happening on a daily basis of your life. We have an update. We know what's going on with you, right? When you decide to ignore us, especially if it's under the pretense of we had a bad conversation, we're in the middle of a breakup, or you're simply just upset with us and we don't know what's going on, our mind wanders. See, the first phase is like, whatever, forget her. I don't care. Cool. We'll be cool for a good day or two. Then we start going on your page like, yo, what is she doing? What's she up to? You don't show nothing, bothers us more because we like, who you with? So then we'll start making posts and things, right? We make posts like, you know, like just having fun, general fun, hoping that you see that we're good without you, right? Then it kicks in harder. See, then we're wondering, who are you with now? Because who is so important that you're with, that you're ignoring me, the person you've been having a little sessions with? Now we're triggered. Now we're mad at you. And we don't know what's going on. But you know, when you leave people to their own discretion, to their own thoughts, they'll start coming up with crazy assumptions. Ladies, you know how y'all get. Just, you have one thought and it turned to 60 other thoughts. Now we're in trouble for some shit we didn't even do.
Intentionally downloaded this video just because I wanted to share this video with you guys. This video is so hilarious. Just look at his facial expression. He said, when she's not chasing me anymore. OMG. So that is how most men feel when you are not chasing them anymore. Yeah, they sometimes they will just express, like, try to make you understand that they do not care, or if you are not interested, they do not care, or they have another lady in their life that is making them happy and all of that. Finally, that is how most of them feel. You see the way this guy is feeling right now. It's so funny, guys. So that's why I decided to share it with you guys.
Nothing bruises a man's ego like this. You think it's cheating. You think it's disrespect. You think it's rejection. No, the real ego bruise is feeling replaceable. What hits a man at his core isn't loud drama, it's quiet detachment. When you stop over-explaining, when you stop reacting emotionally, and when you no longer are trying to prove your worth, when you outgrow the version of you that tolerated less, a man's ego is tied to significance. He wants to feel chosen, respected, and needed. But the moment he feels like an option, the moment he sees that if you leave and you can still thrive, something shifts. And here's the mistake trying to bruise his ego on purpose. That backfires. The real power move is self-possession. Standards without speeches. Boundaries without threats. Warm, but not desperate. Interested, but not dependent. And here's the truth that stings. When you stop trying to keep him, he starts trying to keep you. When you stop trying to prove your value, he starts fearing your absence. Because nothing bruises a man's ego like realizing he wasn't losing control, he was losing access. Peace and love. Like and follow.
I ain't gonna lie, one of the toughest things to do is to stay away. Like when you have somebody that you really care for, that, you know what I'm saying, like you really, really want to talk to, and like you want to share space with, but like you done fucked it up. And not even intentionally, it's just because like you really didn't deal with like all of the things that needed to be dealt with beforehand. And sometimes you don't even know that it's something that needed to be dealt with until it comes out, like in those like spaces and in those times of vulnerability and in those times of like conflict, that you see like, oh shit, like I got some shit that I need to work on. But it's hard for you to actually like work on it in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because like of whatever reason, ego, pride, shame, guilt, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you end up losing what it is that you actually always wanted. And you want to reconcile and you want to make right. But it's like you also don't want to get in the way of like their healing process and things of that nature. Like it's such a scary place to be, but like you gotta kind of live with it and figure out how to navigate it, because it is your fault.
You stop chasing a man because I see you running and chasing him. For whatever reason, you doing that. You the female, mind you, but you chasing this man, you keep hitting him up. No, you got to restore the natural flow of things. Once you stop chasing him, watch that man turn around and be like, damn, where'd she go? And now he blowing your phone up. It's like reverse psychology. I don't know for whatever reason it is, but men naturally like to hunt. They naturally like to chase. So when women are like too pushy, they too up on you, that shit turns certain men off. Like, that's not going to make that man chase you like you want to. And you want to be chased as a woman, trust me. I'm definitely not saying just go cold on dude. Like, don't reply at all, don't say nothing. But show that you interested, but don't be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't start triple texting, quadruple texting. Let it be known that you're interested and let that man pursue you. Because if he's interested as well in the pursuit, it's going to happen. As long as you let it be known. For whatever reason, men love a chase. It's like we fall in love with the chase. It's like, damn, that woman that might get away. It's just something that just goes in our head. It's like we feel like you more special when we got to chase you. So what you do when you set that tone and you use that reverse psychology against him and you don't chase him, You make him chase you, and in turn, that man falls in love with you. Literally. Because you different. You know, you just going off natural flow and natural, the natural order of things. A lot of women get this messed up. Like, you could be interested in a dude all you want to, but you can't chase him. You gotta let that man do what he's supposed to do. Naturally. Let it be known. And if he ain't gonna follow through, that ain't the dude for you. But if he is, he gonna chase. Best believe that.
Okay, when you stop chasing him, one of two things happen, and it's critical that you understand this so you stop making the same dating mistakes. When you stop chasing him, he, even if he's an avoidant or nonchalant, will begin to get curious. See, if you are a lover girl, are very emotional and wear your heart on your sleeve, are extremely giving, and consider yourself a hopeless romantic, you tend to attract people who are avoidant because the traits that they repress, you express, which basically means that you have traits that they admire that they don't have or know how to express themselves. But when you all start interacting romantically, whether that's dating or talking, or whether that's in relationships, the same traits that they admired, the same qualities that they valued earlier on, now the same qualities that trigger them to run. So what does that have to do with you stopping to chase him? When you stop chasing him, he now doesn't have access to the traits that he once admired, and any negative perspectives of you begin to lower, which now allow positive memories to now come to the surface. And the more positive memories that there are, the more positive feelings that there are. The more positive feelings that there are, the more positive memories that there are. The more positive memories that there are, the more he begins to start getting curious about why he can't stop thinking about you. And if he's truly avoidant, begins to experience the Phantom X. And no, I didn't just make this up, it's a real thing, go look it up. And then he starts to see you as the one who got away. This is more likely if you've been in a long-term relationship or just in the talking stage, or just formed a deep bond even if it feels quick. And one thing that all this can lead to is serious overthinking. And when this happens, you stop letting this process here happen. So one thing that you can do to allow this process to occur so he's more curious about you.
Let me tell you what happens when you ignore a man. Number one, his ego gets triggered. At first, he will act like he doesn't care, but trust me, he feels it. Men are wired to seek validation from women, and when you pull yours back, it shakes their sense of control. He starts wondering, wait, what? Did she lose interest? Is someone else getting her attention? That's what they do. Number two, he starts chasing the energy he lost. Men will notice your absence more than they will notice your effort. So when you stop calling, texting, over-explaining yourself, your silence becomes louder than your words. Now he's the one checking your socials, trying to figure out what changed, because your calmness suddenly feels mysterious. Number three, he will start remembering your value. When you are no longer available, he starts replaying the good moments in his head. Your presence becomes rare, and rare things becomes valuable. Ignoring him forces him to sit with the thought that he lost a good woman. A woman who actually had his back. Will never underestimate the power of silence, because sometimes not reacting is what makes the loudest statements. Yeah.
When an avoidant man feels you pull back, and not in the way where maybe he hasn't heard from you in a couple days, but when he feels that you are withdrawing and you are losing interest and putting your energy somewhere else, he starts to lean in because it is a direct hit to his ego. He actually needs you to be interested in him and feel attached to him for him to feel validated. He gets validation and feels good about himself from knowing that he is desired by you. So two people need to participate for this dynamic to work. This push-pull, this anxious avoidant dynamic, two people have to participate. So when you withdraw, it makes him crave you more and makes him want to lean in more. But don't be flattered by this. This is just part of the cycle. And
oh, guys, let's take this comment. This person said he will not panic if he has other girls to give them attention. Guys, do you agree? If he has other girl that will give or that is already giving him attention, do you think all of these points that these people are giving in this video, that it won't work, like they will not feel it? Although these are men giving us some of what they feel when you are no longer interested in them, when you are no longer trying to keep them, when you are not chasing them as usual. So This person here is telling us that if he has other girl in his life, that he doesn't care, or he will not care rather. Some men are not like that. Some men will still care. Even if he has other girl in his life, he will still care. He will still feel it. It's just something of ego. Like, why will you, like, you are supposed to, something like that. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Do you agree or not?
Okay, so I'm gonna do a two-part video. The first part will be this video on how men feel when you detach from them. And then the next video that I will post in about another hour, hour and a half, is how to detach, but in a feminine, non-masculine way, a healthy way. Number one, you're no longer predictable. He no longer can read you like the back of his hand because you switched the pattern. Everybody has patterns, including you. So when you finally switch that, it becomes like, damn, well, what's going on? Because he doesn't have that grip on you. See, before, when you were predictable, he knows how you're going to act when you're mad. He knows how you're going to act when any emotion that you're going through. But when you kind of switch that up, now it's like, damn, well, if she's acting like this, well, what does that mean for us? Especially when you've been feeling unappreciated in the relationship. Number two, so because he cannot read you based off number one, number two, you're now triggering his inner anxiety. Now he's more anxious because he cannot gauge you. Now the roles has switched, where once he was nonchalant and this is who he is, now you're more nonchalant. You're starting to mirror him. Not out of punishment, but based off his neglect of your feelings. You don't want to keep pouring and pouring yourself into someone that's not pouring back into you. So in return, now he knows how you feel. Now he's asking questions about where y'all stand and why is it like this and yada, yada, yada. Number three. And with number three, he's now in fear mode because he doesn't know if you're going to stay, if you're going to walk away, because you're not feeding that validation. You're not, reassuring him on where you stand, where he knows, okay, I got you. You're not even doing anything, and he has fear of you leaving. He's putting himself in a position of walking on eggshells. He may not directly say it, but you can sense the unease emotions in him now. Number four, because he's now feeling this way, he now knows, okay, I've been taking her for granted. When she wanted to have those talks and I dismissed it, now I know how it feels. I'm not saying this is always guaranteed. I'm just saying this is how a man feels when he has feelings for you, not someone that never gave a damn from the jump. So let me put that out there. Number five. By number five, usually he starts to overthink. He starts to think, is it another man in the picture? Why is she not answering the phone as quick? Why is she not answering the text messages as quick? Now he's going to be stalking your socials. Pretty much trying to see where your head is at because he's too prideful to actually say what's going on.
Men get really heartbroken when a woman doesn't want to compete for them. They want you to fight and compete for them. And if you don't do that, they get so heartbroken. Oh, you don't want me. He will elaborate a scheme, right? He will bring third parties, other women, or sometimes his job, or sometimes his mother, his sibling, his best friend, his best girlfriend, whatever. He will elaborate a scheme to have a woman competing because that's the way he measures how much a woman loves him. That is an insecure guy. And he will never give you what you want because that way he will have all the power in the relationship and he can call the shots, right? When he brings competition into the relationship, that is called triangulation, you're right? He'll find somebody, anybody, to triangulate you. Somebody that he will choose to give more attention, to have you there always begging for more. It's cruelty. They don't care about you. They don't care what you feel. They don't care about your feelings at all. They only care about getting their way. It's almost like we live in two different realities, where delusion is the reality of the narcissist. That's why you can destroy the life of a narcissist with the truth. And they'll use lies to destroy yours. Men are extremely selfish. They don't care about anybody but themselves.
I love how women can go from completely obsessed to completely uninterested and detached. All it takes is one wrong move, literally. And I know some of y'all gonna come in the comments and say, oh, it's childish. Oh, you shouldn't this, or oh, you shouldn't cut people off so quick. Y'all know what y'all be doing. That's the problem. Y'all think that women were born yesterday. Y'all think that we haven't been through some stuff. We are now wise enough to see the signs. We are now wise enough to know not to stick around so it can just get worse. And that one wrong move could literally be you not texting or conversing with the woman or letting her know, hey, I'm going to be busy. Hey, I got this going on. Hey, I'm going out of the country. It could literally be that one thing. And that's the buildup. Y'all be doing little things and little things and little things and little things. Then it builds up, and then the woman's like, I'm done, uninterested, blocked, deleted, moving on to the next. It's literally that simple. It would behoove most men to be consistent, to be communicative, and to follow through. Then you wouldn't be in this situation. It's that simple.
So guys, as you can see here, men also feel it when the lady that is always trying to keep them is no longer interested in keeping them. As you can see, they also feel it. Don't let anybody deceive you that, oh, I don't care, even if you go, even if you don't call me, even if you're no longer interested, I don't care. Oh no, don't let anybody deceive you. They really care. Yes, they care. So guys, I don't see anything wrong in trying to keep a man, as far as the man is also trying to keep you. Like, I don't see anything wrong in trying to make a relationship work. If the same person that you're in the relationship with is still trying to make the relationship work, it should be equal. But when your effort is now more than his effort in the relationship, just know that he will see himself as the prize. And when he sees himself as the prize, oh my gosh, he will always want you to apologize, to make the conversation, the first conversation, to initiate the call and all of that. And when you pulls back, when you are not doing that thing that you are known for, oh my God, he will feel it. And when you don't do that thing that you normally do because you were innocent and trying to keep the relationship, you will see that he will value you the more. Sometimes it might be too late, sometimes it might not be too late. What the bottom line here is that men feels it when you pull your energy back, when you no longer try to keep them. Yes, they feel it. You just have to know your worth. You just have to know when to say no. This time around, I'm not taking it anymore. If you are not interested in the relationship, if you're not putting the same effort I'm putting in that relationship, I am not interested anymore. I am taking my energy back. Yeah. Okay, guys, what do you think? Let me hang it here till I come your way again next time, guys. Please remain blessed. Bye.